Well, we're here just above the town of Franklin, and we're at the Grennan household. And back in the end of August, early September, Cyrus Grennan came down to see me. Him and his dad, he was interested in buying a heifer calf. And at that time, we had plenty of cows to calve, and I said, well, we should have a few to choose from. And they came in September and picked up a little Jersey calf. She was about, how old was she, Cyrus? Do you remember?
I think she was about a month.
She's about a month old. And you brought up here, you want to tell the people what you've got her housed in up here?
I have her in a calf hutch here. We've had her here since we got her around October 16th, and it's mid-January, and the pack on her's gotten pretty big, and she's doing very well. She's staying warm, and I think we're going to move her today. And the farm we're moving her to is the Howmars Farm. That's on the Gore Road, and she will be there most of the rest of the winter, and then we will find a pasture for her, and that's where we'll put her for the rest of the summer.
Now, when you say the pack, what do you mean by the pack?
Her hay, underneath her hay and her manure, it would build up, and that was what would keep heat, and on top there's snow, and that also keeps the heat from coming out. It keeps the heat inside of the hut, so she stays pretty warm, and she'll go in there and curl up in the night. And
we just had some pretty cold nights last week, and she did fine through that cold spell. How cold did it get?
It was probably around 20 below, maybe 30 in the night. She did have a little frost on her head earlier, but when we went to do chores and everything, but she's doing good now, and yep.
And what have you fed her since you've had her here?
We would go to Howmars Farm, and we would pick up milk. We would get a few gallons each time we went, and we'd give her about 2 quarts of milk, and we'd mix it with some warm water, and we'd come out here and we'd feed her, and we feed her twice a day. And now she's just drinking water, and she'll drink about 5 to 6 quarts each time, so that's what, 11 or 12 quarts a day. And she's eating grain and water, or grain and hay, very well.
And the grain and the hay you're feeding her also from an organic farm? The grain's from an organic grain, and the hay is from an organic farm?
Yep, we get the grain from Bates's, and we'll get the hay from the Howmars Farm that she's going to.
Right.
So
you're hoping to keep her as a certified organic animal?
Yep.
And when she gets older, what are your plans for her when she gets to be 2 years old?
Hopefully we will be able to breed her when she's ready to breed, and when she's before she calves, I'll hope to. There's a Vermont Jersey sale, and I'm thinking about bringing her there. And if they don't take organic cows, I'll just sell her in the paper or advertise her to different farmers.
Yep. How'd you earn your money to buy the calf?
I've been working at Hannah's doing sawdust and hay this summer.
And they're another Jersey farm just outside of Franklin.
Yep, we're on the Hannah Road in Highgate, and yep.
Do you have an egg operation?
Yeah, you might hear some chickens in the background here. Those are 22 chickens I have, and they lay about 17 eggs a day, 12 to 17 a day. They do very well also. I've had those for 3 years, and every year we get a new batch.
And you've got a pretty steady customer base for your eggs?
Yep, we have 4 or 5 customers that we usually have, and they'll buy eggs regularly, and around Christmas time we'll give some away.
Hey, we didn't ask what the name of your calf was.
Her name's Lizzie.
Well, I appreciate you letting me coming up and talk to you, Cyrus, and thought maybe the folks who read our stories on Stonyfield Farm's website would get a little smile out of this story to see you spending your hard-earned money to buy a calf to raise and what you went through to do it, and it shows a different way of how they're raised, because we raise all our calves inside in the young stock barn, but a lot of farmers use these calf hutches, raising the calves outside, and they do just fine. You can see her coat is nice and thick, and she looks pretty happy, and hope good luck moving her down to Bouchard's, and maybe we'll check in again and see what you're up to. Maybe in the summertime when you get her set in the pasture somewhere, we'll come and do another little visit. Okay? Thanks a lot.